Become who you were born to be, Tony Robbins. The silent calling, Ethan. Cole had come far since that desperate night in his run-down cafe. Grounded had become more than a business, it was a movement, yet hidden beneath the accolades and rising. Revenue. Ethan felt a familiar tug, a whisper in his soul reminding him that his true potential remained untapped. One late evening, as he closed the cafe's doors and flicked off the last light, Ethan caught sight of a framed photo on the wall. Childhood snapshot of himself atop a Little League podium, shining with dreams bigger than the Texas sky. In that instant, the memory crashed over him. The boy who once believed he could change the world. He realized that despite his external victories, he had drifted from his authentic self. He had optimized systems, launched products, built teams, but he had yet to become who he was born to be. That realization marked the pivot for Ethan's next transformation. It would demand deeper courage than surviving or even thriving. It would demand that he step fully into his destiny. Destiny versus comfort. Tony Robbins often teaches that the most powerful force holding us back is the comfort of the familiar. Comfort zones lull us into smallness, whispering lies. You're safe here. Don't risk. Don't change. Ethan had spent months celebrating milestones. But as excitement faded, he felt a creeping complacency. He was busy, but was he becoming? He recalled Robbins' idea. It's not about the resources you have, it's about your resourcefulness. But beyond resourcefulness, Robbins urged us to ask, what's my true purpose? What was I born to do? That night, Ethan set aside his to-do list. Instead, he grabbed a journal and wrote, without censor, what lights me up when I think about it? If money and reputation were irrelevant, what would I build? What impact would I regret not making? As the pen flowed, he saw a pattern. Ethan was born to ignite transformation in others through story, through example, through daring leaps. The next morning, he felt a stirring, a powerful contrast to comfort. He knew he had to reorient his life around purpose, not just profit. Paraphrased wisdom, the power of why, drawing on Robbins' core principle, Ethan understood that clarity of why leads to clarity of how. Without a compelling why, actions falter. With a blazing why, mountains move. He organized a why retreat in his own backyard, inviting Maria and key team members. Using paraphrased Robbins' questions, they explored, what's my ultimate vision? Who am I serving at the deepest level? At first, the room buzzed with corporate metrics and revenue targets. But as Ethan applied, Robbins' style digging deeper. Challenging surface answers, his team uncovered hidden truths Maria wanted. Grounded to empower women balancing career and motherhood. Carlos, their fulfillment partner, envisioned coaching veterans into entrepreneurship. Priya sought to bring mindfulness and movement to cafe culture. Ethan realized that aligning his team's personal whys with the company's mission would unlock unprecedented passion. And passion, Robbins says, is the source energy of genius. That afternoon, Ethan declared, from now on, every project, every decision, every marketing message would trace back to those core whys. Grounded would stand for something far larger than coffee, the identity, discovery. Tony Robbins teaches that who you become shapes what you achieve. You can't build a business bigger than the person leading it. So Ethan confronted a vital question. Who did he need to become? He listed traits he admired in entrepreneurs: courageous, vulnerable, visionary, relentless. Then he assessed where he fell short. Ethan feared public speaking despite craving influence. He resisted vulnerability, hiding failures from his audience. He over-strategized, stalling action in search of perfection. With that awareness, Ethan crafted an identity upgrade plan. Embody confidence. Practice public speaking weekly at local meets. Embrace vulnerability. Launch a Lessons from the Edge video series sharing failures. Adopt imperfection. Institute Fail Forward Fridays, where small, quick experiments ran. He treated these like gym reps for his mind. Each act of stepping into a new identity built neurochemical proof that he was the brave leader he aspired to be. Within a month, Ethan was on stage at a Dallas entrepreneur event, sharing his near-bankruptcy story, not polished, but real. The audience leaned in. Doors opened, unleashing the gift within. Building on Robbins' idea that each person has a unique gift, Ethan returned to his childhood passions. He remembered sketching business models, organizing garage sales, and rallying friends around causes. His gift, connecting stories with strategy, he decided to double down on content, crafting cinematic mini-documentaries that followed Grounded's farmers, baristas, and community heroes. He redirected part of his marketing budget to create Behind the Bean, a series that humanized every link in the supply chain. Ethan paraphrased Robbins when pitching to investors. People don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. With that ethos, the videos attracted partners eager to invest in ethical, values-driven brands. Sales grew, but more importantly, the brand earned fierce loyalty. The series went global. An episode about a Costa Rican farmer's grandmother stirring coffee by hand landed on LinkedIn feeds of industry leaders. A French cafe owner reached out for a collaboration. Grounded was no longer just Ethan's dream. It was a platform for transformation. The leap of contribution, Robbins emphasizes that true fulfillment comes from contribution, raising our standards and helping others grow. Ethan experienced that in a moment of synchronicity. Local high school asked him to speak at Career Day. He arrived expecting polite nods. Instead, he found students hungry for purpose. He shared his story, falling, rising, finding why, stepping into identity. Their eyes lit up when he asked, "What are you born to be?" That night, Ethan felt more energized than any product launch. He invited 5 students to intern at Grounded, co-creating a youth entrepreneurship incubator called Beanstalk. The first cohort developed ideas from mobile coffee carts to app-based cafe reviews and pitched them to local investors, Ethan paraphrased. Robbins for the investors: if you want lasting success, focus on expanding someone's capacity. To succeed, the investors doubled funding in that moment. Ethan realized that the greatest returns come not from quarterly profits, but from the lives you touch, conquering inner blocks through ritual. No journey toward destiny is without inner resistance. Ethan confronted fear every morning during his priming ritual, drawing from Robbins' breathing, visualization, and expressive movement techniques. But this time he added a deeper layer: breakthrough rituals. Once a week, he committed to doing what scared him most: a live-streamed pitch to a skeptical audience, cold calling a Fortune 500 contact, or sharing a gut-level vulnerability in front of his entire team. These rituals rewired his brain's fear circuitry. What once felt terrifying became exhilarating. He began to see obstacles as opportunities for expansion, echoing Robbins' belief: where focus goes, energy flows. Oil changed to water as resistance slipped. Ethan's team noticed his calm zeal. Meetings that once droned now crackled. With possibility, growth metrics soared. Leverage the power of proximity again. Having tasted the magic of mastermind groups, Ethan sought the next-level proximity to masters. He enrolled in an exclusive Tony Robbins certified coach training program, joining 30 top performers worldwide, surrounded by Hugh Oliver peers. Ethan absorbed advanced strategies, state management under pressure, ethical influence for scaling, impact, and peak performance practices for sustainable leadership. Back in Austin, he applied these higher-level insights, introduced state stations. In his office, resourcefulness for team members to reset through guided breathing and movement. Launched a Mindset Monday, a 15-minute stand-up where each team member shared a personal victory or breakthrough. Rolled out client ascension paths, multi-tiered programs, guided customers from casual sipper to brand evangelist. These innovations doubled customer lifetime value and reduced churn dramatically. The unbreakable vision, Ethan's journey, had moved from survival to prosperity. But destiny demands vision beyond the next quarter. He scheduled a 2-day unbreakable vision retreat for his entire leadership team at a lakeside ranch. Over bonfires and whiteboard sessions, they created a 10-year vision, grounded community centers in 50 cities, a scholarship fund for aspiring entrepreneurs, a global online academy for mindsets and mastery, a documentary film on the coffee revolution. They didn't just set goals. They crafted compelling missions that ignited every heart in the room. Ethan paraphrased. Robbins, in his closing remarks, when your vision is vivid and emotionally compelling, you magnetize the resources to make it real. Living your gift every day. Purpose isn't a destination. It's a way of being. Ethan integrated daily rituals to stay aligned. Morning gratitude walks, listing 3 contributions he would make that day. Midday gift huddles, brief check-ins where each person shared how they leveraged their unique gift. Evening reflection, journaling wins, lessons, and how he felt closer to who he was born to be. These rhythms kept him grounded in identity, not just tasks. Even on tough days, supply chain breaks, staffing issues, global crisis, he recalled Robbins' idea, innovate your way through problems. And he did.